one of the challenges, I guess, for HR teams that I speak to and we speak to around the world is, people analytics is still relatively new for a lot of HR professionals, and it's not something they've necessarily learned when they've done their formal qualifications to get into HR. So I was wondering about how you go about infusing the people operations team at Grab with the skills that they need to be more data driven and have those conversations with the business.
I think we need to embrace why people join the people team and then grow them. And so the way I would share with the team is to say that it takes the head, the heart, and the guts to be able to run a successful and team that actually brings lots of value to the business, right? And most HR people have great heart, and that's why they chose this. They have true experience, a lot of gut. So the gut feel, because they've seen pattern. It's not a coded pattern recognition, that people who have experienced life, experience and see those patterns of human behavior. So that's gut, which they have. And I said, okay, then now how do we bring the head part in? Because it is a combination of the three that is the most powerful.
Yeah.
With our HRBPs, for example, getting them to first understand how to deal with the dashboards. What can they tell? Why are they built this way? We went through a series of focus groups to try to understand, and we realized that the foundational step we need to build is actually vocabulary, because attrition to one person, voluntary, involuntary, so on and so forth, mean very different thing to somebody else. And so the very first thing is, whilst we build the tools, we have to talk about vocab and have a coherent set of metrics so that we have a standardized way of understanding the information and to be able to use it. So I think vocab is very important. So post-setting the vocab, right, we started to familiarize the team with the various tools, like as I described above. Whether it's a dashboard, whether it's about labor cost and planning, whether it's about hiring, whether it's about quality of hire. But the good news is that, honestly, our teams are very eager to learn and they're quick to get used to the tools. And they often pull the central teams who usually own the tools, and they pull the central teams together and discuss on how to get better and better data and how to be more and more independent with the data. So we've seen. We also bring in industry experts like yourself, right, to really share and inspire the latest thinkings around people analytics and AI and machine learning, so they can see that future of HR and where they want to get to. They can visualize what is it for and what does it look like. And so we do that. And the last thing, obviously, we have learning and development offerings to our own teams so that we keep up with the latest thinking and trends. I think the final step for me is that it is right to draw insights from data to make the right decisions. But that's both an art and a science. To have the data is one thing. To draw insights to make the right decisions is another. So the value of people analytics is actually where it intersects with financial analysis. That step of being a true business leader is that we also then need to help our folks understand business measures, business metrics at the same time to do the best outcome, to get the best outcome. So that's an area where we also want to continue to develop our team in. I just still want to emphasize, do not just rely on data. Jeff Bezos, in a rather famous interview with CNBC, I think, shared that all the data, all the spreadsheets indicated that Amazon Prime would have been a loss-making business and would have never been launched if we depend on data and spreadsheets, right? But he went with his gut. And so data is not everything, so use it wisely.
In this series, we will be speaking to a range of senior leaders who are pushing a data-driven and digital HR agenda. Make sure that you subscribe via your podcast app of choice and also via our YouTube channel for free and regular interviews with the digital HR leaders of the future.